I'm going to be doing a backsplash today, so I'm going to show you some of the prep work that I've done and then kind of walk you through some of the steps here. So this is the tile that I'm going to be putting on there. You can see it is a very thin tile. It's maybe 1/8 of an inch thick, so it's extremely fragile. I've counted up all of my full pieces, my pieces that are missing just one little damaged area, my scrap pieces, and then lined everything up here. I've gone through, and you can kind of see here I've drawn what my space looks like. So that's a representation of this area that I'm going to tile, and taking the measurements, counted my pieces, and figured out exactly how many I need. I'm actually going to have exactly enough tile, so I'm going to have to be very careful not to leave any scrap. I've gone through and scored the wall. Since I'm putting tile directly on sheetrock here and I'm not using a cement board product, I went ahead and just scored the wall to give the thin set a little something extra to grab onto. Also need to loosen up all these plugs, which are going to end up sitting outside of the finished product. We're going to wrap it around this wall. I put a little shelf here so that it can come out level with the granite. That's going to be hidden behind the range. And then of course the microwave up here is going to cover up that area. So we'll get this all tiled up. I've got all my tools here. Thin set is mixed. Got my thin trowel, all of my levels, my grout float, squares, music. Everything's ready to go. Got a thin layer of thin set on the wall. Cut this tile at a straight line. Now I'm time to cut this out. So I have traced this area. Every time I'm making a cut with this tile, I'm outlining it in blue tape. That way it protects this part from chipping. This glass tile can chip or it could break off with the tile blade, so protecting that. That also gives me a nice guide. So I'm going to cut that off and pop it on. Got my thin set troweled on the wall. I've already cut this piece open. Came out nice and clean. So just need to fit this around here. Interlock these pieces. Get a nice even pressure across, make sure all of my joints are nice and lined up. Don't want any tiles popping out. So a couple of these push in manually. Make sure my screw holes are clear. Look good. So the plate's going to cover that. All good.